Hello everybody and welcome back. Thank you for joining me. I'm Count Christo. This is too loud music. This is the wonderful Anbennar. Let's do this thing. So, in the last episode we did something. Right, we're at war with Vern because they're our rival. We want to humiliate them, get those sweet, sweet power points, prove our dominance within the Empire. Could go ahead of time on Diplo. Probably not going to though, because we want the national ideas. I think that's okay. Okay. One thing that's worth noting, because we have this at cost of advisors of the rulers culture thing, it's going to be tempting to try and culture convert places just so we can get mega cheap advisors. But maybe that's excessive. Anyway, so we're at war and we're not making much progress because we pieced out the people in the north. Maybe we should have done that because now we have very little war score. So, to piece these guys in the south out, I should remember, who are you guys? Eborthil. You are mostly human. You've got some large elven minorities that you're down with. That's right, we're going to have to cross the strait. Okay. Ah, yes, I've turned on alerts. Ah, yes, and this is the first episode I've recorded. Core construction should be at the bottom of the list. There we go. Since I did this, I'll zoom out, so I'll put it over the blank so it's easier to see. I'm going to change the icon. This is the ruler magic menu. Oh yeah, baby. Took like 6 hours to get that working. I'm going to have a... I think I'm going to have a version where the eye is grayed out while the menu is open, because it's a bit janky that it disappears while it's pressed. But it has a little hover state, and it works, and it has the same conditions. It won't show up if you're playing as a ruler that doesn't have a ruler magic. I must say, I'm quite pleased with myself. If you have pressed it, can you open the ruler magic menu in here? You can't! I'm a genius! Anyway, that took way longer than I thought. But I now know how to add new buttons to the UI, which is fun. I might find myself adding a bunch more of those, because I have lots of space in my UI, as you can see. So I have room for more buttons. Okay, so we should also be moving towards trying to get the call for Anbennar reform, or whatever we're calling it. Emperor is not gnomish. Oh, that's just their particular thing. Right. Yeah, if we weren't overextended, we might have a good shot at doing that right now. So we got to make sure all these cores keep going. And not cause too much aggressive expansion in this war, which we basically can't, because can't do rather, because what am I trying to say here? We are in a humiliate war. Oops, I'm an idiot, and I got these 1,000 men killed. Nuts. Oh well. Not the end of the world. We haven't got any manpower problems right now, so. Does cost us some... Where are you invading? I don't think you are. No. It does cost us some war score, which is frustrating, but it's okay. In terms of votes, Magisterium obviously less happy with us than they used to be, because we lost our alliance. And now the Magisterium are actually losing their war to these guys. It's a shame that our vassal doesn't have troops, so they can go and siege the Magisterium's fort. I think they've died. Oh, speaking of dying, there goes our nice general. What a shame. Let's get our armies all joined together so we can pursue this stack with a wipe in mind. Oh, no, never mind. I've got to come down here and make sure they don't actually take that. I know I have low crownland, but I am going to leave it there just as a reminder. We can do this again in 3 or so months. Good to know. We would like to end the war by then, if possible. Oh, and we can actually embrace it already. Nice. 170 ducats. Crowns, sorry. I would rather avoid that. Is it going to be embraced anywhere else in the near future? No. Not really. Okay. Well, we will spend the money then. Development costs and construction costs down, and all our tech gets nice and cheap. And yes, these edicts. D, and then this. There really ought to be a shortcut for each of these. Can you set one? No. The whole assigning shoot court keyboard... Oh, right. Now it breaks it. Amazing. Let's keep that as escape. The whole assigning... we really should have raised our stability a long time ago, shouldn't we? So that we could get some prosperity going. In fact, I think I'm going to do that right now. Yeah, the overextension does hurt it. Maybe I'll wait until we finish coring and then I'll do it. We really should have done that a long time ago so we get some prosperity. The prosperity bonuses are kind of great. So yeah, I'm just going to beat up these guys and then say, hey, as Stalin, they're focused on sieging, so hopefully they will commit to this. Go siege that while I roam around and deal with these guys. There goes our knowledge sharing, and we have eclipsed our rivals. Nice! Very nice. So we've eclipsed all of our rivals. Not sure who we're going to rival now. It might have to be Lauren, which would be unfortunate. I don't think I need any more claims on you, or do I? No, we've got one more kind of lowland province. Then you, we're getting there. Really don't want to suffer through this embargo. Right, nice. And then they have flipped, quite happy with us. How is their religious conflict going? Elven forebears, not that popular still. That's good. And who else? You. Losing our rivalry with them is upsetting. I was looking forward to doing a big conquest into them. Oh well. Can't have us war, of course, of course. Well, I'm still going to go to war with them. By the way, I was the reason I'm playing Anbennar. Have I explained this yet? I'm not sure. Is because I was invited very kindly. I can't remember if they're talking about it, so maybe I won't say by who yet. But I was invited to play Request for Knowledge Sharing. Absolutely, my friend. To play an Anbennar D&D campaign. So since I last played, I have looked around the map just a little bit, and I know just a little bit more about the Anbennar lore. I'm pleased to report that I'm pretty sure my guess about why there was a great big circular crater-looking thing over there was basically exactly correct. But also, I happened to tag in as this guy, because I wanted to be able to see the mountains over here, which I can now tell you are called the Serpent's Tongue Mountains, I think. And I learned something about this country. So, if you know, you know. Maybe we'll find out when we go to war with them. But I shan't spoil it for those of you that don't know. Goward has rivaled us. Yes, that makes sense. We will counter-rival them. And it gives us an excuse to go fight them in the north. They got big armies, but we got lots of manpower. And I'm feeding limited expansion mostly by admin and aggressive expansion. More aggressive expansion than admin, so... Nice, steady progress. Love that. Should we be casting a spell? I don't think so, right? There's not a enchantment spell that makes your enemies surrender, is there? You can dominate surrender on fortresses, but I don't think other than that. Good. With our subjects across that strait and with us controlling both sides, should be in a good spot. And there goes their army there. Jolly good. Corps coming along. Do I want to get Diplo? I think no. It would get us a bit more innovativeness, but I think I need to save the points. And maybe I should focus Diplo. All kinds of things I should maybe do. Yes, we'll always be wanting to summon the estates as soon as we can. Silent Repose. Why doesn't that have a go-to button? Silent Repose, this elf realm up in the north, makes sense because they make incense there, which helps with wizard's towers. They don't have a wizard's tower though. Magisters, we'll get some loyalty. I do like nice loyal magisters, but the merchant guilds have been problematic. So Wex Keep needs a merchant guild, and you get minus 1% land. Ooh, yeah. Let's go with the merchant guilds. Sure, I'll spend some money on a marketplace here is probably a good idea anyway. Oh no, it's not a center of trade. But I think we make it a center of trade, so plus for the losing land share, that's pretty good. Make sure you do siege down the capital. We're just gonna keep chasing their army around. Magic experiment gone wrong. Crap. Who cares? Mages will be mages. Hiltsford is the one bearing the brunt of this. It's not a particularly remarkable province. Forest the wrongdoer? No, no, no. I'm going to lean into mages, I think. Like this. Wasn't this added during the like the Christmas event that we did? Oh, the magisters still lose 20 influence. Damn. Can I... No, they've already cast a spell recently. Damn, that's really annoying. We can make them really loyal, but that's less Imperial growth modifier and stuff. Cheaper tech, which is nice, but... Councilor's done. Where did that enemy army go? Must be here, I guess. Tail Cord. Magisterium. Relations improved. Yeah, we are kind of struggling on diplomacy, but we're about to get diplomacy ideas, so that'll help it. Unsafe experiments. Right, so is this the one that's made more common by having... There's one of these, isn't there, that makes it happen more? No, that's unregulated experiments. Small amount of magical infamy or prestige. You know what, actually? I need the prestige right now. Partly just to bring up my legitimacy. Normally, I think I would lean into that, but... So as I understand it, and my understanding is far from comprehensive, the grand sweep of history in Anbennar is, like, the move from... I mean, very similar to real life in this period, but the move from... oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, maybe convenient, actually. Laurent gonna deal with my rebels for me. Nice. Thank you, Laurent. We can just go home at this point. The grand sweep of history is moving from kind of, you know, old to new, which is tautological, but moving from kind of high fantasy into industrialization, basically. And magic represents high fantasy, and the gnomes and their inventions represent the kind of innovation stuff, I think. Which would be interesting. And I think what I'm probably going to do is not metagame it, because I feel like maybe that means I should be siding against magic early to be ahead of the curve. I don't know. But I'm just going to lean into using magic until something stops me. All right. Internal migration of the halfling minority. The halfling people moving from Hiltsford to Lone Crag. Where is Lone Crag? So that's Hiltford. Lone Crag is down here. We can fund them this. Halflings are currently oppressed? Really? Is that right? Why are we oppressing the halflings? That seems bad. We've got lots of halflings living within the empire over here, including important electors. So yeah, we will let them move. 10% autonomy is not great, but working towards better tolerance. I need to work out what the actual numbers are. I don't like small amount, medium amount, large amount. Give me numbers. I know that's very much a tasting. I'm not saying it should never be as it is. I'm just saying it's not what I like. Claim here is going to be 30 because it's in the Empire. Yeah. And what's my last claim here going to cost me? 50? Sorry, I mean 30 rather? 40. Cool. Can sell titles. Not interested in that. Can make territories. Right, so I assume trading companies are the same. Just make them outside of your subcontinents. So I am going to keep making everything a full state for now. But we'll see whether I want to keep doing that longer term. We need to keep drilling. So do I extend the monopoly on textiles and glass? I think so. I need the merchant guilds happy with me. Plus, continuing to crank up our mercantilism would be good. Topical. Rose Party loyalty assured has expired. Interesting. Why is a Stalin's loyalty to us friendly? I guess because they're an autonomous vassal rather than an all vassal. Oh, there is a make vassal button. I completely missed that. They'll become a regular vassal and will gain 65 liberty desire. Okay, right now, are they paying me any money? They are. They pay 30, same amount of their money to me. I just can't integrate them, I guess. Interesting. Okay, well, we'll definitely do that. Magisterium is likely having financial diplomatic problems. Has sold one of its provinces to a free city. What? No, now they're not a free city anymore. That's annoying. To Avoncost? That seems interesting because Avoncost was the old capital, right? But what I don't know. The people that we beat in the Lilac Wars Are they still on the map? Who actually was that? Is it way back in our history files? Decided to open the magic menu. Decided to open the magic menu. Decided to open the magic menu. No, okay. I'm not actually sure who it is that we beat. But I thought that was their capital, so maybe I should worry about these guys gaining land. Because, yeah, sacked Avancost minus a lot of relations. And, yeah, we now officially lost them as a free city, right? So, we should probably make someone else a free city. Maybe only at the end of the month we lose them. But what is this? Rectorate actions. Ah, I guess the rectorate is the equivalent of the clergy. Cool. I can't grant free city status because we already have 12, but at the end of the month, I believe that was used to be the case. And we have finished the Dove Road. Missing localization. No matter. Where's it got to then? West Shields. Nice. So now West Hills, presumably? Yeah. Nice. Lothrain's willpower. He will not die as long as he's not a general and as long as this modifier lasts. Which means making him a general officially didn't ruin our run. Yes! And amazingly, we're winning? No. Istralor, someone from the other team, is currently winning the election. Crap. We need to get more Rose electors and corner Rosemoon electors done. So yeah, focusing on drilling. And we need to get, actually, we should probably... I've been focusing on Cav. I'm going to raise a bunch of infantry just so that we can drill a higher proportion of our force limit and get more army tradition faster. We are ticking up on war score here, by the way. These guys are very much ready to surrender. In fact, I think I want to make them surrender between us taking this province and this province, because having merchants, rebels abroad in their provinces make them more likely to want to surrender. Not occupations. Has to be actually an active one. Break your thing with Vern. Although Vern is no longer a rival of ours, right? Oh no, we're still rival to them. I guess because we're currently at war with them, it doesn't go away. Well, yeah, I'm happy to just take enforced flake basing. Is that new? I didn't know about that. That's cool. Yeah, we will humiliate. Oh, I can show strength. Oh, sorry, this is on the whole wall. Never mind. I can't even humiliate these guys. They're not my rivals, so that checks out. Yeah, so we'll just take... I will wait for this siege, and we'll take some money off them. Their war exhaustion must be spiking. 5.46. See what that becomes. Almost done on these. You can be a state. Although, no, I shouldn't have made that a state, should I? Make it not a state again. Because, and I shouldn't really make this a state, and shouldn't have made this a state, because... Well, I probably will make this one a state, because I don't necessarily want to full core these yet. And if I made this a state, I'll have to full core these once I own them. Ruler died. Discipline. Morale of armies. Probably discipline, because we're already stack wiping. And morale of armies, at least early game, I think is better for stack wiping. But an ancient tome located. Adventurers Guild get more influence. I'll get it myself. Well, I really don't like loans. So you know what we'll do? We'll piece this guy out for a bunch of money. And then we'll spend it on adventurers. Trade power. We do have quite big... Well, okay, it's just because we occupy all of that. I was going to say, wow, we have so much trade power down here. Sense of adventurers. And then we're going to show strength. Yeah. And obviously, you know, we could instead take tons of money and things, but show strength for the monarch points is why we started this war. We'll get that claim. Can stop spying on them. Oh, they've actually crossed over here. Cool. They'll take the show strength even with an ongoing battle. Sorry, Lorraine. No army tradition for you. We're ending that battle early. Total victory. Nice. And we can seize land, but we shouldn't because the merchant guilds aren't happy enough. So don't declare war, Christo, until we get the merchant guilds happier with us. Now, final core before we raise stability and start finally getting some prosperity in these parts. We are going to need another new general, although we have a new consort. Hey, better stats than the last time? No, much worse, actually. Never mind. And yeah, I am going to just go to the force limit with infantry. There goes Vern being eclipsed. It's time for some new rivals. So, Goward for sure. We know we don't like them. I learned something about Goward, by the way. Apparently they're kind of violently human supremacists. So setting ourselves up as the tolerant magic users who accept all the fantasy races. I kind of like that as a story beat. And then who's this? Oh, they're Egypt. Okay. Who appears to have switched. Didn't there used to be a big yellow guy here? Alright. Keti... How the heck do you say this? Egypt. I might just call them Egypt. Ketitaria. Keterata, I guess. Anyway, they are the China and the Egypt right now. Cool. Oh, their first reform enables an estate. Very cool. Yeah, they've rivaled us. Well, I will counter-rival them and embargo them. And now we have some ports, so we should probably start building up a fleet, and then we can go privateer them. That'll be fun. So we have 9% control here right now. I don't think it makes sense to collect there. 9% of 10? Yeah, probably not. Merchants, we have just the 2. Yeah. Nice. Added these 2 to the Empire. Thank you very much. Can we do that these days? Yeah, we can. Let's do that. No harm in it. In fact, once Alliance passes in, they'll have too much money. So true. We can add that one as well. Cool. And then I'm just going to add and release this province. Wasn't I? All the more reason to not make this a full state until we've done that and released it. Jolly good. Woodwell, you want to marry me? I have a different idea. How about instead we dissolve our alliance? Thank you for the tech, buddy. That's all I wanted from you, I'm afraid. So, National Ideas is ready on this. Glorious. Which means it's time for Diplo. And let's just check. It's Diplo, right? It could be espionage. The thing about espionage is the 20% aggressive expansion impact is so good. It's very good. And the yearly corruption is really nice. It saves you so much money when you're overextended. Racialization acceptance is kind of cool. But yeah, these last 3 are really not very good. But we need to get elected. We need to get elected is the other thing. And the stability from actions and the tech costs. Early you get the tech costs. Yeah, we'll go Diplo first. Nice. So there's an extra diplomat. Magisterium, I would love our old alliance returned. Thank you. Which could put you back voting for me. Yes, which means we are winning the election. Good. Now, Silverforge. I'd like an alliance. We got a slot? We don't, sadly. I don't think... Dove Road complete. Nice. We... Well, if we can focus on these, get these guys annexed, that will free up some Diplo slots. That's probably... I think that's the path. Next war, by the way, we will go to war with these guys again soonish and try and yoink their island. Dwarven minorities, gold province. Gold. Glorious gold. And yeah, we will get one... Oh no, you're probably a free city, aren't you? Yeah, darn it. Right, sorry, so you're not a free city anymore. We need to appoint a new one. Grant free city status. Literally nobody wants it, huh? That's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. We'll need to release a province and to make a free city then. Perhaps here? You exist. Too many of these... You shouldn't make the portraits grey. It looks like a non-existent country. What about you? I don't want to release it in one of these provinces though. The thing is... What the heck was that? Steam is popping up sale notifications? Hang on, I need to turn that off immediately. Man, how annoying. I think I should focus on improving relations right now to try and get... Oh, never mind, we can do it right now. There are 39 princes for and 20 against. Well, you know what that means? It means I have spare imperial authority to use. So, hey, Silverforge, have some imperial grace. Now there are 38 for and 21 against, so we can do that again. To perhaps Dane's Crown? Dame's Crown is a free city? But you're huge. Oh, they're literally just called a free city. The other kind of free city, okay. We'll give one to Dame's Crown. Now we've got 35, 424 again. So if you don't understand what's happening, this works because people's willingness to vote for you is increased by Imperial Grace. But all Imperial Grace is removed when you pass the reform. There we go. We can do it because 29 are for and 30 are against, but I guess one of them is rounding differently in different places or something. Nice. Call for reforms. We get CBs on people not holding, other people holding Imperial territory, and 5% construction dev cost. Bang. Which means, and yeah, we have a lack of free city. Just having that passed. Oh, you would actually accept right now. What haven't you called yet? Yeah, I would love to make you released Dove's Wall. And they will accept. They will hate us for it. But there we go. Welcome back to the Empire. Would you like to be a free city? No, sadly. They will be real mad about it, which is upsetting. But as long as we can get their relations up in the next 6 years, we should be fine. And that will help with our Imperial authority, having that extra member state. But yeah, so now we get some CBs on these people. So, obvious first target would be you, I think. What are these? Supporting the independence. Lots of people supporting their independence. Ah, well, we could do the same, actually. Because they're under this guy, who has quite a few alliances. Yeah, we could support your independence, and then you'll probably declare it pretty quick. Wex cannot reach them. Do you want to bet? Buddy, I'm the Emperor. Oh, and that's my dinner. Sorry, that's quite a loud alarm. I will return from your perspective in mere moments. And yeah, we'll... if you won't accept my support of independence peacefully, I will force the subject some other way. Right, where was I? This is my return post dinner, obviously. So Merchants Guilds in, yeah, it's just about half a year. We can see some land off there without causing the Merchant Guilds to rise up. Here's all our extra infantry. Also, we're getting some stuff now. No, it's right. Didn't bump it up. I will do that as soon as we can. I think that'll be worth it. And there's our Stellan Revolt. Not a problem. I did neglect to leave anyone down in the south this time, which was a bit of a mistake. Watchman's Point is this one, isn't it? We could raise the autonomy here. Honestly, it's only 6 development. We got it just so we would have access to this region. I would honestly rather not have to deal with getting military access over there, which is kind of petty of me, but I think that's what I'm going to do. This one from Lion's Pass. Yeah, let's see what we can do there. The knowledge of culture is obviously causing issues. I've got to remember to build that marketplace in the capital to cheer up the workers, not the workers, the merchants, and turn off these forts. Stop turning them on when we go to war. Trade technology. Now, this is one of the ones that's more difficult. With the Anbennar one, it's a no-brainer, but I think I do value it enough. Offer to trade favors for crowns. Ask us to give them money for favors. No, of course not. What are you talking about? How much does that make their opinion? It's only 10. Yeah, it's not that bad, is it? I'm going to spend some of our favors on trust so they don't break our alliance. And then we'll improve relations with them some other ways as well. Apart from that, yeah, don't die because we're losing the election. Crap, I didn't notice that. Obviously, it's because we just passed the reform. Just get these relations back up a bit. Get that claim. Come back from here. When are our truces up? So it's lighter color, sooner truce, isn't it? Yeah, quite a while. We have, yeah, manpower's obviously dropped because I've just deployed a bunch more troops into the field. We will guarantee Magisterium. So I will let our manpower recover a bit as we get our army professionalism up. Army professionalism being the main thing that's limiting our mission tree right now. Let's get this going. Anything else I could be doing? I could ally B-Peak temporarily. They're only at -23 without an alliance, though. We can get that from relations. Yeah, I think that's okay. Dove Road is done. I think it's the last one, right? Yeah, Dove Road all the way to the capital. Very nice. So yeah, now we've got a little while anyway of some manpower recovery before we go to war. And I think the next war probably, well, either just a little yoink here, because we need, yeah, our aggressive expansion is getting, whoa, it's 1. Okay, our aggressive expansion is way too low. Okay. We urgently need to go to war. Cause some aggressive expansion. Gillen, you seem like a good person to go against. You are allied to the elves, who like us. But they're still fighting us, our ally, which is not our ally, sorry, our subject, which is not ideal. Do you have any people I can spit out of you? No. Could give some land to our subject. Not that it's got any claims on it. Yeah, okay, well, we need to go to war again. Because we can't be sitting on no aggressive expansion. That's ridiculous. So I will use just one of my armies, I think. We'll pay for the fort in the capital. But yeah, I need to... How much is this getting us now? 0.5 yearly professionalism. Not bad. Not bad. No, Christo! Do not go to war. Because we need to do the Merchant Republic, getting the land back first. Then we'll go to war. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, I don't want to have to give them a gift. Just don't die while we do the improved relations. In fact... I really don't want to be over the Diplo relations limit. Not while we're getting an idea... yeah, Diplo idea group. We're just about to get one more. I can't risk it. I can't risk it. If it was a single player run, I would risk it, and if we died before we got the votes back, I would just reload. Yeah, if I was single player, I would just reload if we lost the election. Just crash the game, pretend we hadn't died. But obviously... That's what you're here for, keeping me honest. So yeah, our rations are improving with the Magisterium, which will get them back on side. And maybe I shouldn't be doing, you know, magical study right now. But we're working on it, we're working on it. So yeah, mission trees. Peaceful mission trees. Fortify this place. We need money and boost the manpower. You know what? We have spare mill points right now. Let's do the boost the manpower straight away. Just so that that's ready to go. Cool. So we just need 250 ducats. Sorry, we need... Yeah, we need 250 ducats, and that'll give us this. Do we want to have 350 ducats so we can get less Liberty Desire, a regimental camp? I mean, getting a regimental camp for cheap is kind of okay, but force limit is... I feel like manpower is more often going to be the problem, so I'm not that worried about that. Because to do this, you just have to have less Liberty Design 25% on the subjects, which is, well, okay, we're not there right now. But it's very doable. I feel like it's very doable. So next, there's the Farms of Plumwall. I should be reading these, really. The Duke Coast Guard of this place holds a valuable strategic position, the entrance to the Danes tier. Should help fortify the position, bolster their forts, and offer them important positions in our military hierarchy with 3 Fs. Nice. No hate, by the way. I'm badly dyslexic, so there's no criticism coming from me. Farms of Plumwall. These 200 ducats, and then you need 6 production. It's unfortunate. In Plumwall and 3 guard. Yeah, that's unfortunate. It's going to cost us a bunch of dip, just as I'm trying to get this done. I think I will get Cabinet up, and then I will spend dip developing those provinces. And for this one, at least, we could use the Development Edict. It's not going to cost us much, is it? And then the ports up here need 7 development. Oh, God, even more dip? Yeah, okay, that sells it. In 3 years, we're focusing Diplo points, for sure. What's our income like? 4 ducats even with... maintenance down. Maybe I can afford a better guy. This guy's pretty cheap. Yeah, I'll spend on this. I'll spend for this. I know we need money for these as well, but they need to have 100 ducats, and if you have them, 200 opinion and a 10% trade share, you get a center of trade. So we really want to do that. And this one with the 400 ducats, you get wine in Plumwall, and it gets 2 goods produced. Wowza. Yeah, we probably want to do that too. Okay, so getting some money in some wars against our neighbors while we keep working on having enough dip to be able to afford this stuff. Seems like a plan to me. And there we go. The election is once again secured. Jolly good. Now, yeah, God, 5 army professionalism is going to take so long. need our heir to get older so that we can try and get the PU over these guys as well. PU's not counting towards subject. Excuse me, not counting towards subject strength is definitely going to make our life a bit easier there. So, who you like us? You were a former enemy. Your allies are inconsequential. Yeah, I think we'll go to war with you as well. Just to, there's probably some people we could spit out here. Yeah, is one. And just the one. Yeah. But we can do that, and then that's another way of just getting more land in our node. Seems good. Is this a, yeah, important center of trade here? Will be good for age objectives as well. Any other missions I should be thinking about right now? None in the top bit. Worthy capital is not happening soon. Costs too much money. So the West Dame's Head. This is like getting involved over here against Laurent, isn't it? Yeah, we're not going to do this for a bit. We're going to turn against Laurent later. Meanwhile, roads to the Divenhall. Where's the Divenhall again? That rings a bell. Oh, the Divenhall's the sea. That's right. So roads down here, I guess. You need to own these provinces, have a fort, all kinds of stuff. It's your center of trade. Nice. Subjugate. Oh, never mind. There was a subjugation CB on this guy, huh? Never mind. We went the other way on that option. And then you have an option to keep them under your thumb or give land to Cranathor. Who is Cranathor? Are you? No, I thought they might be the new Knoll nation. Crathanor. Oh, you? Why'd I give land to you? You're not even in the Empire. Ridiculous. Definitely not happening. We're going to conquer them instead. Then deal with Ashenard. Ashenard offers a deal. Declare war on Cavunia with restoration of the Union. And then you help them, I guess. Yeah, and you get trust. Or you get a permanent claim on Donastier region. Where is Donastier? Don't see it. Did I misread it? Dos Tanor. Not the console. Dos Tanor. It's not a region? What? Am I just missing it? Interesting. Not sure what's going on there. So who's the deal with, sorry? It's this one, isn't it? The deal's with Ashen. You. Okay. Ah, because you have this kind of partial control on both sides, don't you? Yeah, okay. Rules over the realms of Corvia and Ashenard, crossing imperial borders. The feuds between the different branches of the dynasty present an opportunity. Seek to connect. And then can we... If they're under a PU, they become part of the Empire. And we get a bonus for integrating them. And if for all of Dostana is part of the Empire, you get Imperial Authority and 100 admin power. That seems like a better option. Oh, hang on. Was I looking at this? Was I looking at the wrong tier of region? I was. Okay, no. I'd rather go the aggressive route. I think. So we complete this mission, which means get that PU done and some other stuff. And then either they like us, we have to have a diplomat, they have to like us, and we have to mock them, or Corvunia needs to be a subject of us. Okay. And then they give us this. Okay. So we can do the first one. Mock them. Yeah, we have the 5% army professionalism. And then we can go for this. Okay. Then we can integrate it. And then we can tame this whole region. Is this the area that was killed by the Green Tide? I don't think it was, is it? It says it's a region known for its fertile lands. Desperate bid to halt the Null invasion, use magic to flood the area. What remains is now a cursed swamp. Oh, hell yeah. Task our most skilled mages with finding a way to reverse the worst effects of the flooding. Healing of the Folly. That's very cool. That's very cool indeed. And then the Fallen East. Ravaged by the Green Tide, the region is now a chaotic expanse, teeming with roaming adventurers and minor power-hungry exiled lords vying for control. Disarray presents us with a perfect opportunity. Dope. Finally, we have positive stability, which means that this can now increase. And there's a 55% chance it will go up. Helping the ruler's study has expired on the Magisters. It's kind of a shame, but no matter. Nearly there. Like three, 4 more months, and then we can get the land, and then we can go to war. Yeah, and our money, I mean, I know I'm spending a lot of money on advisors. More than our whole net income. But it's mostly, obviously, still just the army maintenance. In fact, we don't need this fort on right now either, do we? It's a shame there's no one willing to get free city status. I guess I just need to keep checking that in case we get a republic. I think there should be impose free city status, but I don't know. Vern, are you in the war against my subjects? You are, aren't you? I forgot about that. Or in fact, sorry, you're the attacker, not the elves. I don't know why I thought the elves were the attacker. It's really weird that they're a knightly order so we don't get called to their aid. Like, can they just... It's odd that we can't defend our subjects, I guess. But I guess if the idea is they're our bodyguards, we're not their bodyguards, so, you know. I guess. I guess that makes sense. I really want to seize the land. Trust me, I know. I know. Yeah, I'm worried about this election still. Let's try and get a few more people just kind of in play to be improved with. Progress speed 4 right now. Not too much going on. More study progress. And we're the only ones doing the deploy idea. Nice, because we're the first ones to have taken the idea group, I guess. Although we didn't get innovativeness for the first few. I don't oh no, we did. We definitely didn't get 16. Naturally. Cool. Okay, good. So that brings us to only 1 over the relations limit, which when we finish this, we can break this marriage, which is what's causing the problem. Oh, hang on. Are you... No. It's a regency for her, but she's not of my dynasty. No, okay. Oh, another unlawful territory. I didn't even notice. Right, Abencost. You know what? Yeah, hey, Abencost. You cost me a free city. Stop that. It is going to cost us an imperial authority to do this, because they're going to say no. Now I have a war goal on Abencost. Probably should have checked their alliances first, huh? Oh, hey, look who's independent. Welcome back to the Empire. No, excuse me? How are you allied? Oh, it's the wrong guy. It's you. That's unfortunate. Aren't you the... We need to do this as well. Aren't you the people we're trying to make friends with in one of these trees? Is it the one that's way down here? Sway the Wine Lords? Is this the one where you make friends with someone? No, it's this, isn't it? Yeah. Well, I guess we'll just make friend with the other Wine Lord. Probably. Anyway, yeah, maybe I should focus on Goward with my manpower woes. I love that Our little subject is just roaming around fighting the people that I want to be fighting. It's very funny to me. I don't think I have missions associated with this guy. Maybe I should let them press on. Just kind of driving the Empire further east. I don't know. That's what I should be doing. I should be improving relations with you. Because if we get the... Ooh! No legal heir. Does that mean they're in a succession crisis? No. Damn! Damn! So what do we do about that then? How old are you? 39? 39-year-old Duchess with no heir and no spouse? Sure sounds like a succession crisis to me. We'll see what happens here. Well, we'll get the pop-up if they enter a succession crisis. But, yeah. I mean, I don't think the game models the fact that... And I don't know if this is even true in the Anbennar universe, but I don't think the game models the fact that women are much less able to have kids older compared to men. Because if she has a kid, I'm calling shenanigans. In this era, she's not got good odds. I guess I said she doesn't have a spouse. I actually don't know that, thanks. You don't see consorts on this screen. Okay. They're loyal enough. In fact, I missed a couple of months there. My bad. Finally seized some more land. Up to 19%, which is a frustrating amount. Do I want to spend money in order to make the development cheaper? I think I do. Can I already turn it off? No, you can't. So it's only a year of paying the extra money. Yeah, there's nothing else I can really do. It's hills, so. But yeah, we're gonna work on our land first, of course. So wartime. Let's get you done. And you're allied to a couple of different people down here, which is fine by me. In fact, I will. I really don't want to stop drilling. Yeah, I really don't want to stop drilling. Ah, these guys are actually going to say no. That's funny. Just because... Can I walk here? I can, but only via the south. Okay. Oh, hello. No, I can't. Okay. Didn't think I should be able to. I'm not going to stop drilling. I need the army traditionalism. Sorry, the army professionalism. Transferring. Charming diplomats has expired. I actually don't need that right now because our aggressive expansion is not a problem. So let's leave that down. I really should pay for this fort. And if you're going to attack my guys, I'm going to step in to stop you. Could go ahead of time. Get some military tactics and stuff, but we really don't need to. I'm not concerned about our ability to win this war. Even with no morale, we can blitz through with numbers like this. And yes, down to speed 3. Maybe cast a spell if we don't win the siege this tick. But we did because our guy is just so good. Should have taken all the cannons into one army, really. That's okay. Easily fixed. Got to be really careful with these cannons. Anytime we risk the cannons, I'm going to be nervous because there's no replacing these things. Not for a little while. Not as long as it was when we got them, but still. We stack wipe this guy already, right? No. He has blank military strength still showing in that list. Hello. Caught him, I think. Ah, no. Ah, and there's that army. Right, sorry. That's the flag I was looking for. Yeah, but plenty of money to be had in these wars. Obviously, it's going to cost us some while we're reinforcing troops and so on. Admin points, not really short on them. Maybe I should start coring up some of the better land down here. Yeah, that seems okay. Let's call that. That's interesting. You can claim and core provinces from this tab. Oh, that's right. This just opens in front, doesn't it? They're not actually tabs. I remember from doing some UI modding, I think. I'm going to core up the ones that have better trade goods. Keep some in reserve, because I am going to want to course, some of this land we're yoinking is going to hurt our admin points. Sorry, our legitimacy, I mean to say. Will you peace out if I occupy and besiege you? No. Still way too early. I've always thought that... I know the AI can't just be made to peace out of wars way too quickly. Spying on Goward, by the way, just so we can secure relations with Laurent. I want them to break exactly when we choose them to. Yeah, we'll take the cheap guy. We don't need any more meld points right now. Although, I mean, use them to dev, couldn't we? What was I saying? Yeah, I've always felt like the lack of willingness to peace out of a war that basically doesn't concern you, that is clearly lost, is something that... But I guess it's a sacrifice that's worth making in exchange for the game not being just trivialized by being strong. Because otherwise, I think people... It would be very difficult to make a system where people peaced out when it felt appropriate to do so, without them piecing out just way too easily, basically. But yeah, lots of people for us to peace out for cash. Result of our refugee policy. Okay, it's a small thing to hear children laugh together while playing, but it is a profound piece for the Ascanti. Ascanti households tell a story where local folklore reinterpreted from their point of view, and Ascanti staple dishes reimagined with local meats and legumes is being served to children. No longer is there a divide between them and us. We now see each other as we truly are. We share these lands, they're welcome here. Nice. There's a 50% chance that we lose the refugee center modifier because they're just kind of becoming part of the area. Oh, hang on, that had a sort of displaced by the green tide settled here. The current population is small. Cool. Lose some money and some admin power. We might get some production. We did. Nice. Very good. Let's keep developing this. Very much looking forward to having this prosperity reigning through my lands. Yeah, I think that's something I'm going to try and focus on this campaign. I always ignore, not always, but I usually ignore prosperity. And I definitely shouldn't. Don't want either of these provinces. Do I want you to give anything back? Nope. Just end some rivalries then. Give me a cash. Give me all your cash. Yeah, rather have the cash than extra prestige. Then break your thing with Istralor. Come back from here. Give me the claim. Good stuff. Peace. Yep, that's good. Okay, and then what am I going to want from these guys? Well, probably quite a bit. No real downside, I don't think, from taking both of these. Some aggressive expansion, but we need some aggressive expansion right now. So, that's okay. I'm going to want all their money, and we're going to want war ups. Cool, sorry, excuse me. Finished improving with Pearl's Ridge, even at 200 though. Not enough to make them vote for us. Oh, the problem is our Diplo rep is just in the gutter because of the whole question to lecture emperorship thing, which I really need to work on faster. But yeah, so I was saying I very rarely care about my... Yeah, you stay there and drill. I very rarely find myself caring about my prosperity, just because I'm always so focused on, you know, trying to do a world conquest or something. So I think this campaign I'm going to very consciously choose to try and create a really prosperous empire where we really focus on trying to get, you know, all of our core region properly prospering. Oh, come on. I just got my stability. You know what? It's a good time to be buying some stability. I will allocate the stability of the problems and take the hit. Nuts. Nuts. It's expensive. I feel it's a good thing about it. The mission tree. Oh, hang on. Was that who was that with? Is that one of my subjects? Who was that? What was that flag? Did that get rid of relation? It did not. So it's probably you. Yeah. You still voting for us? You're not even an elector. Oh, you're one of the people we're making an elector. That's right. I want to keep the alliance with you. So, spying on this guy? Actually, I don't need to, do I? Because where does this come in again? It's here, right? Yeah. Oh, they're going to get an heir. Yep, see? They got an heir. Damn it. I ruined it by drowning that first heir. Damn. They have to specifically has Lisette as their heir, while we have a male heir. Oh, hang on. Or an unmarried ruler. Oh, no. Yeah, that's for us. Well, maybe the succession crisis will still trigger. But who knows? Maybe I will... Yeah, in fact, I'm going to check. If not, we'll just turn on them and get the permanent claims, because I want to be able to keep going down this this tree, obviously. I think I blew it. Having checked the code, I think the crisis is meant to happen before she takes the throne. So, we'll see. Nice. Some innovativeness. Dwarven stuff. We can get tolerance increase to the dwarves, but Wexkeep gets dwarven conflicts only for a year. It's okay. Or not our place to interfere. A moderate tolerance level increase, but it goes on for much longer, including devastation. Although 0.1 devastation is effectively no devastation, because the fort reduces it by way more than that. Settle these brutish displays by force. What's actually happening, by the way? Two rival dwarvish clans been skirmishing in the streets for weeks, be it for a grudge or a fight over land or resources. It's clear that the brawls are highly disruptive. I really don't want to spend Diplo points right now. So 5 years of 10%. Yeah, that should be okay. It's a small cost. Small cost to pay. It's not the end of the world by any stretch. Okay, so war with Goward, probably, right? They don't have a magical ruler. They might have a magical... the ally to the north does have a magical ruler. That's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. I still think we go to war with them. We outnumber them. We have a glorious ruler. And we have land we need reclaiming off them. Plus, unlocks a whole new side of the mission tree. Push back Goward. Just have to take the land, mock them, and have an army bigger than them. And we get 5 straight Imperial Authority. Collaborate with Vanbury. Okay, you have to do that, and have to have expanded the iron mines. Which will take a little doing. Halves the terrain development cost penalty for all owned provinces with iron in mountains, highland, or hills. That's a fun mechanic. And you convert the culture in... and you start construction of weapons manufacturing. Ah, but it does still cost the money, so you have to have 1,000 quid. But a manufactory early is pretty sick. You get 1,000 gold, though. And then this gets you another weapons manufactory, although it's not in my land. And the Burgers Estate Steelblood Barons will now give you a modifier that gives them minus 0.5 shock damage received for every 3 units of iron, maxing out at 20%. That's amazing! And you get a claim on Goward. Ooh, and a core on a length. Elenath. Where's that? Core on a random Goward province. I assume it isn't random. Is it because it's a market town? It's like where the... It's where the mountains... This river ends in the mountains that the dwarves come from. Maybe that's why. You know what you could do, Krista? You could read the text. They have been exiled by the Gawedi, despite being Gawedi themselves. We should send our diplomats to them. Okay, that's why. There you go. Cool. Well, yeah, I think war with Gawedi, once our manpower caps out, seems good. Do I need... Right, obviously I need to cause the aggressive expansion by actually winning this war. How much money have you got? Only 40? Then you can go. You don't want to go. Alright. Free City of Telum begs for our help. 10 Imperial Authority. This is a vanilla event, right? Gives you way too much Imperial Authority. 10 is crazy for that. But we'll take it. We will gladly take it. Meanwhile, there's our province up to enough development, which means I can turn this off as soon as we can. Time to start doing it in Plumwell, which will be cheaper because it's a capital. which is nice. Was it Capital City? Oh, okay, Capital City is only worth -1, but 1%, but still. I love that the AI doesn't realize how dangerous armies with no morale are. Although, I think I just completely messed up chasing them and punishing them for that fact. So that's funny. We're almost capped out on mill points. So, do we need to develop anywhere else with mill points? West Keep, probably. Yeah. Any of these require development from mill? I don't think so. Do I take the mill tech ahead of time? I would like the manpower modifier. We don't have the money to take advantage of it, so let's just pump quite a bit into West Keep's development. And they're getting away. We'll just stay drilling. That's fine. You want peace? Of course you do. But your ally doesn't yet. Ooh, new ability. Okay. Decentralization of Anbennar. 25% aggressive expansion impact. Is that a... That's not even specific to us. Why are there 2 aggressive expansion impacts? Well, I'm not going to question it. We're going to go hard. Ah, you can't have both. Fair enough. I thought we were going to be able to have both. But yeah, definitely decentralization of Anbennar. What's our capital? Hills. Combat bonus in hills is good because that means you can attack into hills without worrying about it. But tell him you would like peace. Oh, sorry. Tell him is this one down here. Yes, you may go. Whenever you like. That's fine. So we need 10% trade power in this node. How are we going to achieve that? With ships is one way. Or who has claims? No one has friggin' claims. Nuts. Oh, it's the HRE age perk. Why doesn't it say the conditions? I guess it doesn't say the conditions if you meet them. No, it says one of them we meet there anyway. That's good to know. Thank you. I need to go to war with someone in this node so that I can steal trade power off them, so that I can satisfy this mission. This one needs you to have 7 dev, 100 ducats, and it needs a marketplace. Does it have a marketplace? It doesn't. Okay, so war with them, steal trade power from all these guys. Well, maybe not you, but both these guys. Seems good. Imperial Liberation time. No one wants to come to my aid? This guy does. We got loads of spare points on him. May as well call him in. Moonhaven. You got allies. You got allies. You got allies. You got allies. So we'll keep it simple. Although, maybe a more expansive war would be okay. Just to get some more people to steal money from. That seems good to me, actually. West Ham coming in. I should check. Have you got any mages? Mages? Any mages? How about you? You are a mage, but... What should I do? This guy? This guy? You know what? I could take some cities off you as well. While we're at it. Let's build a spy network on them. Yoink this province while we're in the process. Seems good to me. Good news, looks like we didn't miss out on the succession crisis. So we might be in luck. We'll see. We'll see. Oi. Let's go. Apparently missions boosted our original heir. So we probably shouldn't have killed him. Oh well. Oh well. No matter. Oh, our allies are already dealing with that. Right, let's just stop and keep drilling then. We're just practicing next to the battle so that we learn more, you know? Alright. So yeah, I don't think I need to get the claims on Corvia. Still available for innovativeness. Yep. Oh, we'll just bump this once more then. Unconditional surrender. Yeah, but your ally hasn't. So... Do. Alright. I have a bad habit of talking to... pausing to talk to the Discord. I'm getting advice from the... So we're using a content extended mod. And the dev is giving me advice on the Discord while I'm playing. So I should stop reading that. and play instead. Right, can't increase this because it's more than the combined. Probably shouldn't. Would like to keep my admin points for staying ahead of time, I think. Probably. Alright, hang on, I'm going to close the Discord so I don't get tempted. Yeah, I think I do like the idea of pushing towards... Well, I mean, how good is this? The Center of Trade is nice. I can't say it's not nice. Maybe I go to war with Goward first, then do this lot second. Because we have the manpower. We're ready for war. I mean, I would like to keep drilling as well. Ah, yeah, let's keep drilling. Plus we've got this war to end first anyway. What else? Do these require like high relations? Let's just do a kind of big relations top up. We're still winning the election? Yeah. Let's do a relations top off with our subjects to make sure that they're loyal enough for the missions. You would like military access. Why? You're not at war with anyone. No. Just because I don't know why you want it, I'm going to say no. Ah, call for peace. It's unfortunate, but I need my guys to keep drilling. It is of utmost importance that these guys stand around and practice. For the good of the realm. Trust me. It is imperative. Plus, the siege is going to fall right now. Ah! Siege Whisperer fails. Vern, hey, you took some land? What do you take? This? Oh, of course, off my subject. Give it back. Yeah, they're not going to do that. And I can't because they have no non-core province as part of the Empire and hasn't been liberated from non-imperial territory. Oh, they just caught it. They caught it right that second. What? What are the chances? Not high, I'll tell you, not high. I would like the army professionalism so that we can secure the election. Because basically, once we've done that, we can properly have the election much more in the bag, I feel. But yeah, right, so do we need... I don't think we need the stuff over here, right? Because this only becomes relevant once we've done this, which it turns out is going to take us ages. So, yeah, so this isn't relevant. We don't need to be spying on them. I mean, I could go against them before the mission tree, but we have plenty of other ways to be spending our manpower right now. As long as our manpower is not capped, I'm not desperate to declare another war, because as long as the manpower is not capped, that means, I mean, this is probably fairly obvious to many of you, but as long as the manpower is not capped, that means we are, you know, the manpower... I'm explaining this so badly. Basically, there are a few things that could be the limiting factor to our rate of expansion, right? And right now, I feel like it's more or less manpower and money, but mostly manpower. So as long as our manpower is not capped, we're still being limited by our manpower. It's not that we've just switched to being capped by laziness or something, right? Which to me is a good thing, because it means that we're not wasting manpower, we're just choosing to spend it slightly later, which is fine. Cool. So there's those two gained, which gives us a fort. Oh yeah, so I was talking about prosperity. In order to keep our prosperity high, I'm going to actually have full fort coverage for once, which will be good for our army tradition, which is fun. I would like to not waste any mill points, but we're way off the cap for now, so that's fine. How much are you gaining now per year? 0.4 from you, 0.5 from you. So we're getting there. We'll be there. We'll be there pretty soon. Old Marsh continues to add more provinces. Love to see that. Love to see that indeed. Okay, so with this monthly tick, we can get this claim, which means I can declare war on you, calling you in, and you, and you, and you. Like a lot of people are going to be called into this war. But I feel like our God General will carry it home. We'll see, I guess. Living test subjects. The magic across Halland takes many forms and is governed by rules. One taboo persists everywhere, the use of living beings for experimentation. In the Lake Federation, the sin brought down the Tyrant Queen. In Canor, it was banned by the Magisterium by punishment of summary execution. Despite that, you learn much. 33% chance we get exposed, and I get only 100 magical experience? No, this is a terrible deal. Almost at 100 prestige. Nice. Terrible, terrible deal. Right, I'll take this claim now. Ah, no, it's going to be 30. Sorry. Am I really going to call in these guys and then these guys? It's going to get Silvar involved. It's a lot of people to call in, but that's a lot of people to take money off if we manage to win. Not sure. I think we keep this simpler. We can always do a direct war against this guy if we want the land. Let's just go. They're mad at us anyway. Let's go from, hey, BP, come help, by all means. But yeah, let's keep things a bit simpler. We need the trade power, and we need the, I need the army tradition as well, but we need the money. The money is, yeah, I'm acting like the army professionalism is the only thing keeping our mission tree from being complete. It's not true. There is also the matter of the money. Alright, good. We've got them caught up there with a crossing penalty or terrain penalty. We can come in and trounce them. Now, this is the biggest fort, so we probably should go siege that first. We're going to get there in time. Haha, made them flee. That's funny. Let's get these guys cleared out. Have I got a prosperity map modes? I do. Yeah, so prosperity is now spreading across the empire. Glorious. Okay, so minus 7%, even with the god general in charge. So let's take a look at some of this siege magic, which, by the way, I've already done my ruler magic mod. Maybe I'll add a siege magic button as well. That would be fun. But for now. An earthquake. Or greater fireball. I forget. How good are these? 80% chance of success. And if it succeeds, we get what? It doesn't say. Well, let's find out. Cast a greater fireball. This place recently ravaged. Ravage it again. Greater fireball hits. The defenders in the siege get minor penalties. What does that mean? Let's see. We get 1 progress. Well, that's quite significant. It decreases the odds that nothing happens on the progress, but that's could have been more dramatic. Hey, the study progresses, huh? Court mages. How much progress have we made, by the way? Yeah. 20 prestige? Yeah, we got full prestige right now. We're about to get some more in this war. May as well. I want to do more siege magic. How long is the cooldown? 30 days? Should be a relatively easy win here. Oh, I shouldn't have taken the crossing penalty. That was dumb. Are they reinforcing? They're not. Cowards. Cowards to a man. Let's leave behind only what is necessary for this siege. Don't want to take any needless attrition. Now they reinforce. Too little, too late, buddy. Recently casted spell. That is not. That's not how you say that. Let's try again. So the elemental submarine gives 30% siege progress, more or less. 70% chance to succeed is not great. The earthquake gives you infamy, doesn't it? Yeah. I still don't know what magical infamy does. We'll need to experiment with that at some point. 70% chance? Cross your fingers. Yeah! How long is it for? A year? No. Less than a year. Oh, it's really short, actually. Oh, that's annoying. It's only for like 3 months. Fireball spam. I guess the fireball did give us 1 siege tick, so you essentially double siege progress, and it's like you win every tick if you've used fireballs. Like you make every roll. That is pretty crazy now I think about it in that context. Do you have any siege pips, my dear? Sadly, no. Let's just go sit on. Why can't I? Oh, because this is 4, of course. Let's go start some sieges over here. Excuse me, sorry. Haven't cost sieges over. Glorious. That didn't take long. Yeah, big fight at sea, which unfortunately our allies are going to lose. But we have a southern route. Let's get these guys knocked out first. Yeah, low defensiveness, then direct progress. That makes sense. That makes sense. Oh, excuse me. Do actually occupy the other province here. And yeah, of course, we can always cross here. In fact, if they're going to let me, I'm going to take control here, but they're not going to let me. Oh, maybe they are? They are. Oh, wait, I'm not at war with this province? Oh, you're part of Western. Okay. Oh, damn. This unit's stuck now. Importing naval supplies. Yes, absolutely. Nothing would make me happier. And then I'm going to pour those naval supplies into this province. And now, we're ready to do this. Sorry, this. We just need some money. And do I care about the goods produced? I definitely do. So we need to, yeah, save up some money so we can do that. Save up some money here, but we also need Varivar 200 opinion, which we're currently improving with. Amazing. Okay, send in the cannon. Good stuff. One side neutral, one side controlled doesn't count as control that lets you cross a contested waterway, does it? Sorry, just get a quick text, get rid of that. Cool. That's unfortunate, but oh well. Provide that. Let's not waste any lives on this siege. Yeah, Fireball, what did it cost? I do need to add a siege magic button, but it'll take me like 3 hours because I'm so bad at the game. At modding. 10 mil... Oh, it's mill power. Yeah, that's pretty good, actually. Because mill power is the thing that we're kind of in excess of right now. So yeah, I'm going to start using fireballs. Nice. Oops. Got ourselves caught out up here. Nice penalties for them, but still a stack wipe, tragically. Well, we will retaliate in force. Let's keep some people down here. Just need to cast spells done. Yeah, I kind of like the fireball. I wonder if it misses, whether it causes problems. Like, does it hit the army? The enchantment of siege is really good. Yeah, we are. We're training up enchantment at the moment, I think. Yeah, training enchantment because enchantment seems really strong. Hey, and there we go. That finishes our training, I think. They just stayed there and took it. There we go. We are now renowned with enchantment. Amazing. Which means we can cast, yeah, level 2s. So what is this? 30% improvement is one I was excited about. And then Dominate Surrender takes legendary. We can also do these. Ooh, it takes 150 administrative power. That's crazy. For how long? 5 years of prestige, of no prestige decay? That is not worth it. These seem really, really bad. That's also really, really bad. Why are these so terrible? This does seem crazy, but we need to be legendary. Do we go straight on more enchantment studying? I think we probably do. Let's do it. Let's do it. Being able to just enchant them to open the gates. That's the stack wipe. Nice. Is pretty sick. I have to say. No longer sending us trade power. That's annoying, actually, because I need to try and get my... Oh, hang on. We need 10% trade power in this node. Just occupying Dame's Tier does that. So now all we need is 200 opinion. We don't have to be at peace for this. And 7 production here. Nice! Oh, what a coup. Oh, good. All right, so all of these wars can just be about the almighty crown. Jolly good. It seems perfect. Still going to send my king... Where have my cannons gone? Oh, they're here, aren't they? Still going to send my army across the coast. See if we can beat up some of these guys. Get some cash out of them, but... That's very nice. Excuse me. And how much money do we need? So do we need relations for this? Yeah, 200 opinion from Plum Walls. Also a requirement. Might as well marry them. No harm. There goes some sieges. Let's get these other provinces all nice and occupied. An excellent year. Magical study demands effort. No. No, no. I'm okay with delaying slightly. Or to dodge a big spend. Let's go... Yeah, loot a province. Okay. Trade efficiency? Yeah. Trade efficiency is the way to go. We really can't afford... Oh, although... I need the money. I need the money right now. I know we need everything. That's so yeah, I started saying this earlier, and as with so many things, I just got distracted and forgot to finish my thought. I feel like one of the things that this big mission tree really achieves really well is meaning that I always feel like I need more of everything at all times, which is a feeling that I really like in games, where that to me is the success of a strategy game. When a strategy game makes you feel like there's 100 different ways that you could spend the resources, the limited resources that you have available to you at all times, that's when there's a serious depth of choice, a depth of various strategies and various options. And I feel like this situation and this mod really sells that. You can go because you're not in the relevant trade node. I'll take your trade part anyway. To the north we go. There's money to be earned up here. Good stuff. And then we will finally... Oh, right, glad I noticed. We will pay a little extra to stay well ahead of time and keep that innovativeness rolling. Oh, look at these. The size of our enemy armies in this area are not good. By the way, if it was ever in any doubt that, yes, it looks sometimes like the AI cheats on forts, the player can do it too. Check that out. Where's my army got to? Here they are. Let's go here first. So it's level 3 fort. Coolio. You can be pieced out as well. You know what I could do as well? I could yoink a province over here. Harless. I'm being told that there is a joke. Halles doesn't appear to be a place. Oh, and conquer Halles. I don't know where Halles is. And don't tell me. Please. Oh, nuts. Completely didn't notice that they were coming. I'll have to go deal with them. Declared war on the Silent Repose? What? Oh, they got a zero military skill, great mage. Well, rip Silent Repose. That's only going one way. Poor Silent Repose. We want that province so that we can get a powerful Venturers insult the clergy. Nuts. It's okay. Clergy is still loyal. We want that province so that we can get incense. So we can get incense and then we can build a wizard's tower there, which will boost the power of our magisters so they can cast better spells. Avencost has laid down arms. Okay, yes, we need to move towards peace here pretty pronto. Which means, what do I need for this? Just that? Oh no, we need the marketplace. Nuts. 11 months of unconditional surrender call for peace. is going to cause... it increases the amount it causes per month. I forgot about building the blooming marketplace. Well, with transfer trade power, we should still be okay. And the other thing we can do, I mean, the Magisterium won't love it. I could just start taking provinces. You know, we could always yoink this province. Would cause a bit of a coalition, but look at this thing. It's glorious. It's got a lunar estuary. Ooh, lunar estuary. Fun. And an entry port. If I take it in the main war, does it cause... This is something I should definitely know. Does it cause less aggressive expansion? I'm pretty sure the answer is no. Yeah, the answer is no. I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to nick this entry port as my entering the stage down here. And we'll take the money and the war reps. But yeah, I'm not going to stay in the war for that long. We'll just have to get to the required 10% another way. As long as we get trade power off these people, it should be very doable. What we do in the shadows. It's a good reference. Where is this? Stumpwood now has it. Frigging Stumpwood, man. Every time. Well, we empowered the adventurers quite a bit, so. Also, I'm going to get rid of the sponsored sellswords. Or how long until we can do this? 2 years? Is that enough for the loyalty to trend back up? Sponsored sellswords doesn't actually improve their loyalty. Yeah, I think it'll be long enough. Is there any reason to get rid of it? Yeah, sorry. Yeah, the corruption is costing us money every month to have that, and we don't need it anymore, so seems good to get rid of. Did I lose some men somewhere in there? You give me some money. Yeah, I don't need to land off you. How much money have you got? Probably is worth waiting to get the siege here for the extra cash. 100 ducats is... At this stage of the game, it's pretty significant. I think we will wait for that. Annoying that we got the extra problem down here, but not the end of the world. Wax Hills encourage development we can get rid of. Good stuff. What else am I waiting on? Any more production needed? I don't think so, right? We just need the money. You need the marketplace. You need me to have more money, and then we also need 450 ducats. Oh, God. 450 ducats is... That's an ask. We're going to have to push these guys all the way. Invite human people from neighbours. Could do. Population of Butchensfield will migrate to our land unaccosted. Will attempt to migrate to our land. If I do this, do I get dev? Because I don't care about increasing the tolerance of humans. And I really don't have the Diplo points to spend right now, having yoink to this province, which is going to take some serious coring. So have we got enough sense of trade, by the way? I don't think we do, right? How many do we need? 5. Yeah, we definitely don't. Not yet. Once we integrate these guys... Oh, there's no sense of trading them. But there should be one, right? Yeah. Yeah, we can get one in the capital. We can get sense of trade in these guys from the mission. Yeah, all of these increasing... Sorry, well, decreasing the penalty from electorship is pretty good. Due to a change in your country, your majesties no longer have cast spells. That's fine. Let's cast another spell. I feel like the feast for the relations is just needed right now. Oh, but it costs money. Damn it. I forgot. That is unfortunate. Yeah, okay, I'm not going to do it. I can't do it. We'll just have to eat the fact that it's going to cost stuff for a bit. Cost a bit more dip. We're nearly getting these guys annexed, so I can't afford the money right now. I'm sorry. It simply cannot be done. I need that. Those cannons up north. This truce is done. Okay, cool. I haven't got an excuse to fight them right now. My subjects really don't seem to like fabricating claims on my behalf. Whoops. Let me get another freaking 10 years of separatism. Although I think we're going to get there in time. We did. Nice. Send in the cannon. Bring out the other troops. There go the rebels. You can go. Give me all the money you possess. There's 230 ducats. So we could now do this, but we need 450 to actually get the 2 goods produced. 2 goods produced is kind of crazy nice, though. And I like, apart from anything else, even if completing the mission tree isn't, like, doing the full completion of these missions isn't optimal, it's fun, too, so. If you set as vital interest your vassals will fabricate, I tried that, but they didn't. I suspect it's because they're the funky kind of vassal. So maybe I will set that, see if we can get one of these two to fabricate on it for us. I think it's probably because these guys are in an imperial bodyguard rather than a proper vassal. That's my guess, anyway. Come deal with the... Why is there so much rebellion here? Our war exhaustion is tipping up. Oh, right, of course, I decreased the autonomy because we have the mage. Right, there's them done. Nice. Now, would I like any land off them? So that we can get access to going to war with this chappies easier. It's not a traveling coalition still. You know what would be a traveling coalition if we took this province? I'm tempted though. I mean, it's a cool province. We sacked it, we went home, and then we were like, wait, new plan. Oh, it has Dame's Tier. Known by many names, Dame's Tier is found in meteoric deposits that typically fall to the world in the 10th month. Tierfall. Ah. Said to be made from raw magic itself, Dame's Tier is the lifeblood of the magical praxis. Empowers spells and their casters. Of course. Gives the local unrest. That's fun. Have you got no production? Is it because Dame's Tier just is minted like gold? You just get turned straight into... No, that's Victoria 3. I don't know. What? Maybe they have a some kind of modifier. Owns haven't cost Diplo Relations +1. That settles it. We're doing it. Alright, you, I definitely do not want to take any land off you. Just give me trade power. Now... Everybody, return home. I would not like to use a fleet to achieve it. And we're now winning at sea because we've pieced so many people out. Haven't cost. I would like all your money. And I would like this city. And it's going to give us this problem. Which is a problem, don't get me wrong. But many of them are truce locked. I think it's got to be done. We made a mistake when we looted it. We have good allies, like relatively powerful allies. Come on, what are we, a wimp? Now, are we okay to do this? Are we still gonna? We're gonna have 10% control. Just this city alone has 10% control. And then break some treaties. +1 relationship slots is enough to make me face down a coalition. Let's do it. Plus, having that coalition problem will make me... should have improved relations with these guys a bit first, huh? Will make me feel good about the fact that we're not at war with everyone all the time, right away. So this one requires you to have 200 opinion and 350 ducats available. And we can do this. But actually, sorry, this is the one we don't care about, right? We don't really care about a bolstered fortification or regimental camp. 10,000 manpower is nice, but we don't need it right now. So let's do this without that. Nice. Wow, it's a long event, huh? There is no zealot like a convert. Once Godric Sil I guess still means like count, maybe? Anyway. Acromnon was a... I'm not going to read this whole thing. We're a free man. We walked every inch of the duchy. Okay. We get a commandant, who's 50% cheaper to employ, or we get a terrible general. Sure, I'll have the commandant, but I don't think I'm going to employ him. Unfortunately, we are going to go into debt as well. And yes, do some coring. But look at this. Where's my bonus? Probably at the end of the month. We'll go slightly into debt. Okay, so I will now do some relation improving because I want to avoid these guys joining the coalition. And apart from that, we just need to make some money. You know what else we could do? Why didn't this occur to me sooner? Let's just take some loans. I don't like loans, but let's just take some loans. I think that's probably the right play. Hang on. Don't go that way home. Go this way. And then don't unexile us. Excuse me. Shift move. Don't unexile yourselves. There we go. We need some more. We have one transport, so if necessary, we can move people in here to deal with the rebels that we're definitely going to get. Okay, yeah, and now we have this gnomish population and this halfling population, both of which are oppressed, which is not ideal. And the dove market was revitalized, and they completed a bunch of missions. That's great. At least I think that's what happened. Nice. Some of those are from estates, I know, but that's fun. So Avancost we have essentially dislodged off to the side. Hey, Avancost, do you want to be a free city? Shouldn't have taken provinces. I would have let you remain a peaceful free city if you had. Oh, I should probably keep this paid for, actually, while we remove the devastation from the province. Now, why has it got 0 production? It is... None of that explains 0 production. Interesting. Right, so we're getting the marketplace here. What do I need to get in Plumwall? Just 200 ducats. Okay. And then we need 450 ducats and the opinion. Okay. I feel like I need to keep working towards the 5 army professionalism as well. I can't walk here? Ah, Magisterium you don't have military access through. Okay. Desires of the flesh. An affair. Ooh. A good consort. We don't really need a good consort. Yeah. That's fine. We'll just lose the prestige. Hey! Nice. And 100 Diplo points. Thank you very much. If you're going to cheat on me with my advisor, give me 100 Diplo points to sweeten the pot, and I will be A-okay with the situation. Why can't I do this? I can walk to here. Magisterium just granted me military access. Oh, I just gave them military access. Bozo. Where's my 16k stack? Down here. Okay. You can drill down here. Next war. Let's take a look at the truce map mode. Excuse me, sorry. Well, are you guys going to get any claims anytime soon? Yeah, the vital interest... They just don't seem to use it. Don't seem to do it. 17th, we can do that. Another mission. Succession crisis? Yeah! Oh no! Subjugation, CB! But we just got all this aggressive expansion. Crap! Look, don't think about it. Just click the button. Click the button. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, man. And on that note, I'm going to end the episode. Don't worry, Twitch, I'm not going anywhere, but YouTube, thank you so much for watching. In the next episode, I don't know what we're going to do. We're going to have to do some serious improving relations before we end this war. I shouldn't have declared it, really, but I was worried. You never know when the succession crisis might end. Gotta risk it. Gotta take some risks in this life. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.